What's up? I have two instances of Minecraft open right now. I've got Java Edition right here and Bedrock. We have the exact same setup as Java Edition. We have a skeleton in the distance here and a 15-block line drawn out away from the skeleton. Now, why am I doing this? Well, similar to Java Edition, Bedrock Edition has been making changes under the hood that we all ought to know. I have recently been informed that skeletons have been absolutely freaking nerfed on Bedrock Edition, and I've been asked by all of you guys, my lovely, well-informed subscribers, to figure it out, what's going on. Bedrock has been known to be notoriously difficult to deal with. We have the instance of the Bedrock Wither, which I fought on the channel. Regen is slow as well, and skeletons are complicated. What I mean by complicated is that Bedrock Edition skeletons almost never miss, and when they're all up in your face, they rapid fire right at you every single second, leaving you literally no chance to respond. Alright, so this is the comparison we're gonna make. This is before the fix. I'm on Java Edition anyway. This is the latest snapshot. We have a skeleton right here. Dude can't even hit me. I'm right next to it. He's firing at the fence. Now, skeletons will not fire at you unless you're within 15 blocks of it. So I'm in the black zone right now. If I step into the white zone, the skeleton will detect me and fire at me. Now, skeletons will fire one shot every 2 seconds on hard difficulty, which is what we're at right now. So like that, it's killed me. If I walk back over here, the skeleton will once again start shooting. If I walk backwards, the skeleton stops shooting. So on Java, it is one fire every 2 seconds. So let's pivot over to Bedrock, where the current full release has skeletons that are just completely broken. So once again, I'm in the black zone. I'm going to walk over to the white zone, and the skeleton finally detects us. Alright, so within 15 blocks, the skeleton does actually manage to get you. But as you can see, the firing is a bit slower. It's not actually that bad. Let's go a little bit closer, and you'll notice the skeleton starts firing a little bit more quickly. It's no longer one every 3 seconds. It's about one every 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds. It gets a little bit faster the closer the player is. Therefore, we can deduce the fire rate on Bedrock Edition is completely contingent on how close you are to the skeleton itself. It is distance-based firing. The farther out you are, the slower they fire, which kind of makes sense on a realistic standpoint, like trying to hone their accuracy because you're too far away. However, the problem comes from this. If you just randomly happen upon a skeleton in the cave entrance, they can insta-fire at you, leaving you near zero chance to defend yourself. Therefore, upon spawning in, skeletons having rapid fire does have implications upon player reaction speed. And so yes, therefore, one shot per second is a little bit difficult. Interestingly, and despite the fact that this was intentionally coded into the Bedrock codebase, this is by community consensus considered a bug. Described as compared to Java, skeletons shoot at a very fast rate, which is often too fast for the player to react. So where are we at now? This is Bedrock Preview 263020, released about a couple of weeks ago, and you can see with a mob change with Bogged, Parched, Skeleton, and Stray, or skeleton variants, these mobs now shoot arrows at the same rate as Java Edition with difficulty-based attack intervals instead of distance scale intervals. With difficulty scaling, this is what they mean. If you're on easy difficulty, they will shoot one arrow per 3 seconds. And you can see they also have a very high error rate. Let's switch over to normal, still one arrow per 3 seconds, and their error rate is still quite high. Well, you hit me there. Okay, so let's see what the experience is now for Bedrock Edition. It's on easy, so it should be slow firing. That looks like it is 1 per 3 seconds. They are missing. All right, let's go all the way up to skeleton, right up to the fence, and let's see if they start rapid firing. Let's go. No, they're not. It's still 1 per 3 seconds, is it? It is 3 seconds. They're not like pulling back the bow. That's what they do on Java Edition. So it seems like it's no longer distance-based firing. Should be still 3 seconds. Looks like it is. Okay, I think it is the same as Java Edition now. Looks like they're not rapid firing at all. Okay, cool. Let's make it hard now. Go over here. Should be 2 seconds. 1, 2. Wow. It's actually nerfed. Skeletons have been nerfed on Bedrock. Wow, I actually don't believe it. What exactly is next in the parity endeavors? I'm gonna make sure this is on hard difficulty. Oh my god, it's so slow. This is gonna take forever. I really want to test this out. Is this skeleton nerf gonna make Bedrock Edition any easier? We still have the regen problem. Gonna keep on eating. While I heal naturally, might as well just remind you guys that you heal half a heart every 4 seconds, and there's no saturation boost. That's only on Java. Alright, so this is fighting a bunch of skeletons on old Bedrock. So without shield blocking constantly, trying to hit them is really hard, especially since they're firing one arrow at a time. It's quite impossible. So I think the major difference here is that they fire at a rate of 1 arrow per 2 seconds instead of 1. Is that really going to make much of a difference in navigating this situation? I think it is. You're effectively halving the number of arrows you have to deal with. It actually does give you ample time to shield, it seems. I'm actually able to shield and then break. I think 1 per second just gives you no time whatsoever to hit anything. And there we go. Took them all out. Barely any difficulty in that. Alright, so what's next in all this? Is it saturation boost? Is that a bug? Have they just not added that in whatsoever? What about the Wither boss? Are they going to bring that over to Java Edition?
Never mind. You have no time.
What? They're not going to fix it. It's a completely different thing here. So what do y'all think about this? On r/Minecraft Bedrockers, we have this post. As the title says, Bedrock skeletons and their aimbot are gone now. They're just like Java skeletons. What do you think? Is our amazing Wither boss fight next? Personally, I love the challenge of Bedrock. It's a lot harder than Java. And while I can acknowledge the incredible amount of inconsistencies between both versions, I still prefer the survival mode difficulty of Bedrock Edition. And I'm absolutely not talking about the bugs they have, but there has to be a historical reason why Bedrock Edition is coded in such a way to be more challenging than Java. They both have to strive to be the same, which means one has to be given, one has to be taken. Please don't change the difficulty. I love the challenge even though it's annoying. Java hard mode is like Bedrock easy mode. Not anymore with this change. No, it's not really. The saturation regen difference on Bedrock Edition is enough to make that harder still. Anyway, let me know what you guys think as usual in the comments. The journey towards version parity continues. Thank you for subscribing.